Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, swings his webs, fights crime, does not do drugs, 'cause that's lame. Look out. Here comes
Look out.
Spider-Man.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum.
Was there a rap section to that song, or am I making that up?
Spider-Man,
Right.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
They should have Lin-Manuel Miranda remix that. Because, you know, he loves to rap. He loves to rap.
He does.
But,
He
hey,
does.
guys, welcome to another episode of the Watch That John podcast. As always, I'm Mary.
And I'm James.
And if you can't tell by now, get help. But we are reviewing Spider-Man Across the Universe. That's a
Spider-Verse.
what is it called? Across the Spider-Verse. Okay, well, don't. Spider-Verse isn't a real thing, so of course I don't remember that. I was going to say, isn't that a Beatles song, Across the Universe?
Actually, I
It's
think
like,
it is.
nothing's going to change my world, or something like that. I don't know. You were heavy into the Beatles like your sophomore year of high school, and then by proxy, I learned a lot of their music too. But, yeah, it's Spider-Man time.
Yeah, Spider-Man always been my favorite superhero growing up. I was a huge Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fan in the video games and everything.
Was that the first Spider-Man movie?
the Tobey Maguire
Yes.
ones? Yeah, I believe it was.
What year is that? Like 03?
Because probably I'll have to look it up.
03,
But that time frame sounds about
I remember
right.
I was like 8 years old. So how old? What year is it when I was 8? Do the math.
Well, 03 you was 10, so you're 8. That was probably the 02.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I was 8. I remember our brother was just like, "You guys want to go see Spider-Man?" And I was like, "Why would I want to see Spider-Man? Like I've never been big on American comics. I have a more appreciation for them now, but when I was 8 years old, I was like, I thought the movie was going to be terrible. I was like, why would I want to go see Spider-Man? Like, do people still care about superhero movies? But
He brought it back.
Literally.
Actually, it came out in 2002.
2002.
when
Okay,
you-
was I 8 in 2002?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were
Or it's
9,
nine.
so that's actually pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, when I think about it, I do feel like that Spider-Man movie is really the movie that set off the reemergence of superhero movies that weren't like super corny and like campy.
It did, because it was the movie of our generation, if you want to call it that, superhero movie of our generation. Because Batman's, they've been doing the Batman movies since the 60s.
Yeah. When he still wore
But,
his underwear outside.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like outside his
Spider-Man in
tights.
2002, with like actual like decent cinematography and like decent like graphics and him slinging and all those mechanics and stuff that basically came in the 21st century, right? That basically kicked off the whole Marvel thing slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely, because I remember after the first Spider-Man, the Hulk came out. And that movie was depressing when I was a kid.
It really was. It was,
It was
pretty
sad. The Hawk and what else? I don't remember much from DC, but yeah, slowly but surely. Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, they come out around the same time. Yep,
I
that's
never
true.
saw that movie.
Yeah, they call it the legacy Marvel movies. Anything before
Legacy.
Iron Man, anything before like the Avengers movies, they call it like the legacy, which is the Fire and Foreign X-Men. That's what it was.
X-Men. You're right.
X-Men came out
X-Men was running the
with
game.
Halle Berry and all that.
They was running the
They
game.
were. And X-Men was fire.
I never got into
With,
it. I don't know why.
Halle Berry and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
I remember I was a kid and I seen that scene. We're getting way off topic, but y'all know what it is by this point. We ramble.
We ramble.
Listen,
Professional
like
ramblers.
we just ramble. But I remember watching X-Men when I was a kid, and when they first showed Nightcrawler, I was frightened. I was
terrified.
I'm scared. I'm very scared. I don't like this movie. Who is this blue demon with his yellow lizard-like eyes? Like, I was like, But
So, but Spider-Man,
Yeah, let's bring it
especially
back. Good
Toby,
job, James.
right?
good segue.
It was all my favorite superhero, and the video games has always done very
The
well.
Spider-Man game
he's
for the
funny and
PS1
witty.
was so good. It was so good.
good.
And I thought it was just me. So I went online and everyone likes that game. So
Yes.
good. It's so good.
good.
And I like the narration
then-
going through the entirety of the game by
It was Stan Lee.
Stan Lee
Was
yeah.
He was
Oh,
he was narrating the whole game. So then when we found out, obviously a few years ago, that they were doing a Spider-Man with Into the
Spider-Verse.
the multiverse, Into the
Oh my
Multiverse,
God.
the first one,
Into the multiverse.
right? I know. Yes.
You know
the
what's
first
funny?
one,
I just
right?
found out the name of this movie because I didn't know it. I was like, we gonna go see Spider-Man. Sometimes I feel old. I said, we gonna go see Miles Morales.
We're gonna see Miles Morales, right? The Black Dominican Spider-Man.
He's Puerto Rican.
It's dope. No, he's
He
Dominican,
is
ain't
Puerto
he?
Rican.
He's Dominican.
Puerto Rican.
He's half. Oh, he's half. Apparently,
He's Dominican and Puerto Rican. So here's one thing that me and D keep been trying to figure out, right? And I think I have the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Why is his last name Morales when his mother is Latina?
I think because his dad's
last
Also
name
might
is
be-
Davis. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, Officer Davis.
My only
I don't know. Maybe he
explanation is
just
that
took
they
his
might
mom's
have had
last
him
name.
at a wedlock.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't pay any attention to the officer's last.
I just thought of it because I was like, okay, maybe his dad is like Hispanic too. But I was like, I looked online and I was like, his name is Davis. I was like, how was his last name Morales? But I guess they might have had him at a wedlock, and when that happens, they normally takes the mother's name.
Yeah, what they're in the Bronx, right, or New York or something like that.
I thought they were in Brooklyn.
They're in Brooklyn. They're in Brooklyn. So they're in Brooklyn. That's how it
It's
goes.
normal. Because I'm like, I feel like his name should have been Miles Davis Morales.
Okay, no. So Morales was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. He was 13-year-old of African American father and a Puerto Rican mother. So he's not Dominican.
Because I remember there was one scene in the movie where Rio, his mother, was sitting at a table and she was like, "Oh, I hear that people say that this Spider-Man is Puerto Rican." And Miles was trying to deflect, and he was like, no, I heard he was Dominican." So
Yeah,
he's
I
Puerto
remember
Rican. So
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah, half his dad's black, his mom's Puerto Rican.
speaking of his dad, I loved his dad in this movie. He was so funny. And you know who voiced him?
Who voiced him?
Paperboy.
Paperboy. Oh, Paperboy from
Atlanta.
the dude on Atlanta.
Brian Tyree Henry. That is his name.
That's funny. That last time you said how you love everything Paperboy does.
Listen, loved him in Atlanta, loved him in Bullet Train, love him in this. He did something else.
He was really good in
He's
Bullet Train.
just
Bullet Train
was he lemon or
hilarious.
lime or what? What were their names?
I forget.
Huh?
It doesn't matter. But he was really
Lemon and tangerine.
tangerine.
Lemon and
Yeah,
tangerine.
you're right.
Lemon and lime. That's cool though. But yeah, I loved his dad. That when he when Miles got in trouble for whatever that kid was doing, he was just like, "You're grounded," and he'll just scream, 5 years, 10 years, 3 months." Like he was just funny.
Yeah, that was funny. When the movie opened up, though, right? I was super confused. One, was your volume very low in the theater?
Oh my God. I said the same thing. I was like, I don't know if it
Yeah.
was me. Because I asked DQ and he was like, "It sounds fine to me." And I'm like, "Yo, I can't hear. Like, I cannot hear." I was like,
Exactly.
I was kind of deflated. I was like, "What's up with this audio, yo?"
Exactly. Yeah, and I at the end of the movie, I asked the dude, one of the dudes who work in the theater, he was like, "Yeah, man, that was the biggest complaint across the country is that like the audio was super
It
low.
was so
at least definitely in the
I
beginning."
did not know what
I'm
Gwen
like-
was saying most of the time. I just knew she was angsty.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I wish they had subtitles at the beginning because I'm like, whoa, what is when she was going like the teen rock phase or whatever.
Yeah.
But the whole opening of the movies confused me because obviously they were doing a recap of Spider Woman or Gwen's life, right? Gwen Stacy's, right? And in her reality, in her Earth,
Peter Parker became a lizard man.
yeah, Peter Parker
Nightcrawler.
became, yes, the lizard, right? That professor from the first, like whatever.
I'm about to
professor
say
came.
Professor Utonium. And I'm like, that's Powerpuff Girls, yo. Relax.
I forget what the lizard name is.
It's not
The
Doc
lizard
Ock
professor, but-
because he's an octopus.
No, it was the ever.
Whatever.
another
He was
lizard.
a
I can't
lizard man.
think
I
of his
remember
name.
the lizard people because in Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, he also fought lizard people.
Exactly. So that was Peter Parker in her world. But anyway, the way they portrayed it, I felt as I was missing something.
Exactly. I
oh,
was like,
crap.
hold on. I haven't seen the last movie. The pandemic ruined everything because the first movie came out in 2018. So it feels like forever since I've seen a Miles Morales Spider-Man. So I don't remember anything that happened for the first movie so I thought the same thing as you. Like, I don't, like, am I missing something? Is this information we already know? Or is this something new?
Yeah.
That was unclear, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then so it made sense that like, like whatever happened to her happened to the original Peter Parker, you know what I mean? And it took a while to kind of catch on. I was like, okay, she's going
The
through the
original
whole
Peter
spider.
Parker, her universe. Yeah.
Yes, right. Like he died. He was Dr. Connors was the lizard's name, by the way.
Dr. Connors.
Yes, he turned into a lizard in the original Spider-Man, and Peter Parker ironically did it in this Spider-Man.
Right.
And then the same kind of concept came, right? Is that Gwen Stacy's dad, Captain Stacy, saw that basically she accidentally killed Peter, and then wanted to hunt down and kill her, or hunt down and bring her to justice. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
because they were best friends. And I wonder if Gwen didn't accidentally kill Peter, romance would have started. Because she says later on in the movie, she's like, in every universe, Gwen falls for Spider-Man and it doesn't end well. But then again, never mind, because he wasn't Spider-Man in that universe, so never mind.
No, he wasn't. She was.
But
She was.
yeah, one thing, I did feel you too. I was a bit confused. I was like, did I miss something? And the audio was very low. But one thing I loved about Gwen's universe was like the sort of like hand painted looking backgrounds.
Yeah,
And all the
it was really
like
good.
this is literally the most creative film I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was highly creative.
Like
it was.
just there's so much going on at every point. It's like the producers or directors or whatever just went to the animators and was like, do whatever the hell you want. Just make it look good. Just make it look good. And it did. Like whenever the mood changed, the background in Gwen Stacy's universe would turn like a blue and the colors would just like meld together, and soon there wasn't a background. It would just be like color and like everything will fade away. And just one cool thing. Did you watch any of the videos I sent you?
I did.
Tell them about
I did.
the Gwen Stacy little jig, the little tune.
Yeah, so whenever they showed Gwen Stacy, right, and when she went into action, right, they played this cool like guitar riff,
This little ditty.
jingle,
It was like,
right?
da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it was
How'd
like
it go?
it was like I can't remember. We can find
It
the
was like
sound.
da-da-da,
We'll probably add
da-da-da.
it. Yeah, right. And it was fire. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I remember listening to it, thinking it was pretty cool. And then Mary sent me this YouTube video that basically those same chords, those same notes,
Look at you, guitar.
rearranged,
Look at you, guitar.
right? Is the do 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 the original Spider-Man sound, and I was like,
That's
oh,
hard.
that's fire.
I was like, yo,
That's
like I
fire.
said, the creativity.
It's so creative.
Oh, my
yo.
God.
And you mentioned that the pandemic slowed it down and like made the movie come out later, and that's probably true.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were able to marinate this
To
movie.
lock
You know what I mean?
in.
They was able
You
to soak
can't
it,
go
to
nowhere.
lock in.
You are in the zone for over 2 years. Movies,
Yep.
animated movies takes forever anyway. So it's like you're locked in. You can't do nothing else. You might as well put your all into, because it's crazy. The first movie, I thought it was okay. This movie, I think, is so much better. It's ridiculous.
I love the first movie.
Really, I don't remember.
But yeah, I agree.
This
I
movie-
agree that this was different. This one had me like
I was mesmerized, dog.
yes, yeah.
I was
once
hypnotized.
I figured out how to listen,
Oh yeah,
the audio was so
yeah,
low.
true. That I know I can't hear. I need subtitles. I do need subtitles, but
Movies should have subtitles anyway.
they should, but they should be paced correctly. So, because I feel like subtitles that aren't paced correctly can really ruin the
It ruin
comedic
it.
impact, or even like
Yes,
the terror
absolutely.
impact of a movie. So they I can't see the whole sentence before it happens, because then it's like, all right.
Or you know how sometimes they say who says the line in the bottom,
and you're not supposed to know who
it'll
it
be
is.
like, it'll be like, come here, and it says like demon.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, what? I thought that was his dad. You're kind of like ruining it for me. Like, this is a demon.
You just ruined it.
Yeah.
It's a demon. Like,
oh my god. But yeah, Gwen's universe was fire, and I like Gwen's costume. It's like subtly sexy. Like, you can see that the girl got a little body yaddy, because it's like it's like she's wearing like this leotard or a bodysuit, as the girls call it,
with like a hoodie on top.
Yeah, but the leotard's like high cut, so you see her little hips. I was like, okay, you look good. But yeah, I think so. When freaking her dad tried to arrest her, how did you feel?
Dude, that
Was he a narc?
that was a little triggering. Like it was like because first he came up and like she was about to go and she took her mask off, right? I'm like, oh, he realized this is his daughter.
Mask off.
And I figured
Mask off.
he would be conflicted, right? Anyone would be conflicted, and like
If you
wouldn't know
think
what
your
to do.
child killed someone who you care about.
and you know she's superhuman. Like, she could do stuff that no one else in the world should be able to do. Right?
I guess that is kind of like a moment. It's like, who even are you?
Yeah. So like, but what got me is when he pulled the gun.
Yeah.
When he was like, "Hold up, stop moving," and pulled the gun on her, and I was thinking like, "Dad."
You mean
like,
when she was in her? Yes, when she pulled the gun on her after they defeated the vulture, right?
Yeah, like he literally was like, "Stop moving," and like tried to pull the gun on her.
Yeah.
And the only reason he didn't is because the dude from the future,
Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel from the future.
I had
and
an
his-
interjection. I saw him and I was like, oh, he's hot. I was like, Spider-Man is buff. I was like, okay, Miguel. I was like, he's hot. Like, he was swole.
Yeah, Miguel and Jess, right? The pregnant Spider Woman.
Jess, Issa Rae.
Oh, that was Issa
That was
Rae. That
Issa
makes sense with the
Rae.
motorcycle.
Huh?
That's funny.
What? Does Issa Rae
That's
ride a
funny.
motorcycle?
Remember, No, Jess came up and rode the motorcycle, and she used the motorcycle to catch her. Remember, the pregnant Spider Woman, when she first jumped in, she rode around on her motorcycle, whatever, and they would fighting. They was fighting the dude,
Hold on,
the
you said
vulture
Jess
dude, the
or
medieval
Jeff
vulture.
had a motorcycle? Issa Rae's
Jess,
character,
Jessica.
Jessica Drew. That's
Issa
Issa
Rae.
Rae, right?
Jessica Drew.
So why did you
Yes.
say it makes sense
Yes.
that that's Issa?
Well, just because her voice. I recognize her
Okay. I
voice.
thought you knew something like Issa's
Yeah.
out here riding motorcycles or something like that.
No. I just recognize her voice.
One thing about Issa that's kind of cool about this movie is that she played the straight man most of the movie, and we never see her do that. She's normally like a clown in everything she plays in. So her being like,
The straight man.
yeah, like her being like kind of like the serious voice of reason.
Oh,
It was kind of, it was very interesting to see.
But no, yeah. So yeah, that part was like, whoa, like this is kind of real, and I understood why she ran away. She had to run away. Gwen.
Would you have pulled
You
a
know, she
gun
had-
out on your daughter if you found out she was a vigilante, possible murderer?
No, I think. Let me see. Right, I think if he would have tried to catch her, at least to talk to her, you know what I mean? Like, I feel as though if he would have chased after her, and his intention was to like throw handcuffs on her and talk to her, like, what the heck is going on? I would have thought that'd have been like a normal cop thing to do, but pulling the gun out, you know what I mean, and start reading her Miranda rights.
Do you think that makes him a good cop? The fact that he polices regardless of who you are? Because she said at the end, you're a good cop. And you were doing your job.
Yeah, he was doing his job, but I don't know, man. I feel as though like I'm conflicted. Let's keep it at that. Let's keep it towards Spider-Man. I'm conflicted. So
I think it was interesting. I sent you another video clip too where Gwen came back to her home, or is it an apartment? I guess it's an apartment. And she was sneaking out her
apartment,
bedroom window to go do Spider-Gwen things. And then she saw a reflection. She saw her father come in the room on the reflection of the window. And he had something in their hand. And it looked like a gun through the reflection. But when she turned
Yep.
around, he was holding like a toy penguin.
Toy
I
Penguin,
didn't catch that in the movie because I was like, why did she spider blast him, and I was like, oh, because you thought it was a gun. It's little details like that you see real quick and then it's gone. Like, man.
And apparently the Penguin was, remember in the first movie where there was a pig Spider-Man?
Yeah, what?
Apparently
Spider-Ham. What was his name?
Yeah, Spider-Ham or something like that, right? So that pig Spider-Man in the pig Spider-Man's universe,
Gwen's the
Gwen
Penguin.
Stacy was the Penguin.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that can
cute,
explain
yeah.
why she wears black and white.
Like a little penguin.
Yeah, like a little. That's so
sure.
cute. But I really like Gwen. Like when she finally came to Miles' universe. Speaking of which,
That was
I felt like I could be in love with her too. Like she just seemed so cool. Like like it was just really cute seeing them like reconnect and everything.
I felt like she was more effortless in her spider-ness.
She was just cool.
Sense. She just cool in her swag.
Even
and
if
just,
her
like,
own
controlled.
universe, I liked how she wore like point shoes, and she really was just so graceful and everything. Like, but what was I gonna say about Gwen? Yeah, and she was just funny. Like I thought it was hilarious when she first meets Miguel, and Miguel's trying to explain to her like the Spider-Verse. She's like, "Oh, really? Wow!" Like just acting like just saying, "Dude, I know." She was like, "Really? What? Really? Huh?" And I'm like, she is cracking me up. And everyone went to Miguel, and they were like, "How are you not funny? You're literally the only Spider-Man that's not funny." And I was like, for real, because everyone had me cracking up this whole movie.
Yeah,
like
that is true. Because Miguel was stressed.
He was stressed.
Right, he was stressed the whole movie because he knew the bigger picture that we'll get to later on about what could happen, right?
Yeah.
But
let's just jump over to Miles' universe and what he's been going through.
Yeah, so Miles apparently he's on Earth 610, right? And so he starts 1610. So he starts fighting the Spot.
The Spot. Honestly, what did you think of him?
The Spot?
Yeah. That opening scene was the best. It was so good.
You thought so?
It was the fact that this dude is trying to rob an ATM but doesn't know how. Meanwhile, Spider-Man's baking freaking beef patties like in the microwave before he goes to fight him. And just it was just so creative. Like that whole skit of just the Spot and you realizing, oh, he's new to this villainy stuff.
Exactly. Like he's not evil. He just trying to figure out, oh, I got these superpowers. Let me go rob an ATM.
No, what he said makes sense. I can't get a job like this. Look at me. Like I can't enter the workforce, so I have to it's time to go back to villainy. Remember they said that in Despicable Me? Gru was like, "Hey everyone." It was like, "Huh? The minions? Da-da-da. We're going back to villainy. Yay!" Like he has to go to villainy. But no,
I thought it was cool how the Spot fought. You know what I mean? Because he can kind of like go in and out of dimensions, but he had no control over what he was doing, or even didn't really understand how powerful he was. You know what I mean? And then like the whole time, Miles was just joking with him,
not even paying attention, texting while he's fighting him.
Yeah, he's trying to get to his dad's party, right?
No, not the party. He was trying to get to his the meeting with the guidance counselor at school.
You're right. Yeah, at school. Yeah. So he's fighting with him, and that was a pretty Spider-Man-esque, I guess, kind of joking and clever, but still you realized towards the end, because what he said, he was like a B-list, like everydayer criminal. He
was like, this is the villain of the week.
Yeah, the villain of the week. Like, yo, man, you know, big deal. I just gotta throw you in jail and I can go about my business.
That will make me pissed off too if I was the Spot, because the Spot used to be a doctor, and I don't remember.
Dr. Own.
Dr.
Own. O-H-N.
Dr. Own. Okay, he used to be a doctor, and the only reason why he became the Spot was pretty much what happened in the first movie where Spider-Man destroyed the collider or whatever, and he just got mixed up in that. So Miles Morales is kind of the reason why he's this way in the first place. So I'll be super mad if you did this to me. You changed my life for the worse for the rest of my life, and you don't even acknowledge me. You're still treating me like I'm small potatoes. I would be very mad too.
Yeah, no, the Spot was bitter.
Yeah, and I think it's justified because, like, if I do you wrong, I don't even acknowledge it, and I act like you don't mean anything. We gonna have beef.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna have
He should be
beef.
called the Spite instead of the Spot.
Despite stupid.
The
But
Spite, yeah.
I did really like him at a video, and one thing about this movie, it's so authentic. Just like that whole scene at the bodega was just authentic. You know what I mean? You had the Caribbean man at the counter, you know, just kind of like, yo, I don't know what's going on, Spider-Man. Handle it. He's trying to beat him with the bat, the spot with the bat when he comes in, because, like, fuck you mean? Like, he not going to steal a rob
You can
from
rob
me.
my store.
And the spot's just like, oh, it's FDI insured. It's not your money. But
Mm-hmm.
the dude at the shop don't care. Like, you're disrespecting me. So,
That's gonna make his insurance go up. I will fight back too.
yeah. And just like, even just like the B-roll in the movie, just seeing all those different types of people. It's like, this is how New York really is. Like, you could find any race of person in New York in spades.
You can.
So,
You can.
it's just very authentic. Just very authentic.
I agree. How you like Mayo's mother?
I love me some Rio.
Mm-hmm.
I really love her. She's just, I remember before, after the end of Spider-Man's dad's party, Rio's talking to him. And she said something. She was like, just imagine, you know, that you have this little boy who you've protected and taken care of. And now he's not that little boy anymore. And he's going off to the world. And you're wondering if people are going to protect him and make him feel like he belongs. And she's like, just always protect that little boy. And I think that was beautiful. It's just like, you know, it's hard to really let go of like your kids because you've been their protector. You've been doing what was
Yeah.
best for them, and you don't want them to enter a world where they're not appreciated, where they're gunned down, where they're discriminated against. So it's like,
Exactly.
how can I just let you go when it's my job to make sure you're okay? And other people,
Exactly.
they not gonna, they don't value you how I value you. So it's like telling him, I need you to value you. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Because I'm not always going to be around. So I did like Rio a lot.
No, I thought she had some bars. She said some really important and deep, and like you said, she was authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it just felt like a regular mom who cared about her son, and and they were perfectly justified to be tripping that like he was gone every single second. You know what I mean? And that's why when Gwen popped up, it made sense. It's like, oh, he got a little girlfriend. He's not out here selling drugs.
Literally.
He got a little girlfriend.
Because literally, like, they didn't even know that he missed how many Spanish classes?
He said like missed like 4 or 5. Like, how'd you get a B in Spanish? Like,
Yeah, it's just like it is worrisome. I don't know what you're doing. And you're at an impressionable age. You're not a little kid anymore, so you can be really into some crazy stuff. So, and I did like how both parents didn't like when kids called them by their first names. I was like,
exactly.
that's so
Wait,
black.
what?
That's so black. Like, when Gwen came and called Rio by her first name, she was like, oh, okay, so she's calling me by my first name. All right.
exactly.
I don't do that. Even at work. Like, if you're black and you're older than me, I put a miss on there.
Yeah,
And people were like, oh, you call her miss? I'm like, that's right. Like,
that's right.
dude, I ain't gonna do that.
Like, this woman struggles, so I can call her Miss. Like, she made it this far. I'm gonna call her Miss.
Yeah. But no,
No.
both parents, they really, they cracked me up, to be honest. And like, I like the talk that Miles had with his father after they fought the spot.
Oh, when he didn't know he was talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, maybe you get off his behind."
He was like, yeah,
maybe
just
you
get off the kid's ass. I thought it was really funny. But yeah. And also, I didn't know Miles could draw that well.
Oh, all his little diddles and like art drawings of Gwen and Peter Parker, the old Peter Parker.
It was just funny. He was like, I don't think about her much. Look at a sketchbook. Every page is full of Gwen.
Yeah, like I said, I don't blame him though. Don't blame
She's
him at
so
all.
cool. I'm not going to lie. She's so cool. And I thought it was so funny how she came and she mentioned Hobby.
Oh,
Hobby
yeah.
Brown. You know
He
who
was like,
that's
"Who's
voiced
Hobby?"
by?
That's the quiet dude, the Get Out dude, right?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another person. I love almost everything he's in.
Yeah.
He that man is just, no matter what movie I watch of him, his face just makes me feel bad for him. Like, I don't know. He just has like, oh man. But Hobby was my favorite Spider-Man. Like, and I like another thing about authenticity about this movie. This dude sound like a London nigga.
He did.
Like, he said mandem. I almost flipped out. He said
what?
Mandem. It's
What's
like
that?
a mandem is like a, how do I, it's like me and Mandem are gonna go to the store.
Oh.
It's like me, it's like my niggas or like y'all, like Mandem.
Okay.
And then
okay.
he saw the other Spider-Man. Let me say his name correctly. I'm gonna talk about him too because he was fire as well. Pavitar Prahakar.
Oh, yo, he was the Indian Spider-Man?
He was hilarious.
That
He
was fire.
But he saw him. He saw him and he was like, "Oh, it's the big stepper." And Miles was like, "What?" And Pravita was like, "Oh, that means we're close friends and we get along so well." Like, and the fact that a punk rock Spider-Man is black.
Yeah. I know.
He's
I didn't
fire.
realize he was black, too. Excuse me. Until he took his mask off.
When I heard him talk, I was like, that is a London. DQ listens to a lot of London rappers. So I was like, this is a London black man. And just like
That's funny.
all his slang and just like, because, you know, a lot of people, when they see the face of punk, they don't think about black people, even though we started this whole rock and roll sort of thing. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
we
true.
are the biggest anarchists because we're done wrong, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so the fact that this punk rock dude is black and just cool, like he was my favorite. He was my favorite. Like,
No, I
But-
thought it was cool how, like you said, what was the Indian? Oh, his name is a Pav. They call
no,
him
his
Pav.
name is I wrote it down. His
Yeah,
name
it's
is
Pav Viv. I'm just gonna-
Pravitsar Prahakar. Pravitsar.
Yeah,
Pravitsar
but they-
Prahakar.
But they called him Pav.
They
Pav
did?
for short. Yeah, PAV.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, he was.
He was hilarious. But-
And just Moonbatten, like
Moonbatten, yeah. Mumbai,
Yeah.
Manhattan. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
hilarious.
for real.
That was so
It's-
perfect. I
it
saw
really
it. I
was.
literally was like, oh my God. I was hyped. I was like, they really brought Spider-Man to India. That's
India.
fire. Like, that's
And
fire.
It really was. And the thing was, I thought it was hilarious how he went on a rant. He was talking about, oh yeah, you see chai, and then Miles was
Yeah.
like, I love chai tea, and he's like, what?
He
You don't say
stopped.
chai is tea. He
Chai
snapped,
is
yo.
tea. Yo, I didn't know this till like 2 years ago. And they were
Yeah.
like, chai means tea. I'm like, oh,
My
we
friend
sound
Lovedeep used to tell me that all the
dumb.
time. It's like, yo, chai is tea. So you saying chai tea? It's
This
saying
dude.
TT.
Yo,
Like, you
he
do say
really-
milk, you gonna put milk in your latte.
He said chai. He literally cut everything, sat man
Yes.
down, and said, chai is tea. You're saying TT. And even when the spot came and he said something about, I'm trying to find myself, Prav was like, that's racist. I'm tired of you white people coming to Southeast Asia and Asia to find yourselves. Stop having your eat, pray, loves here. We tired of it. Like,
Exactly.
we have our own
exactly.
problems.
Then he said something else too. He was like, "What you want, kataman or what, or non bread or something like that." Like,
Non-bread, yes, he did say non-bread. He's like, that is bread. I'm like, listen,
He
you
snaps.
know,
That was-
white
that
people
was
love
very
y'all
good.
culture. We stole yoga from y'all. Like, well, they
For
stole
real,
yoga
like-
from y'all. Like, so yes, go off about chai tea and
Yes,
people going over there
correct.
trying to find their spiritual journeys and just culturally appropriating y'all sacred traditions and everything. I was all for it.
for real. That was,
And I
thought
love
that-
how we
thought that was
openly
perfect.
pointed out the romantic tension between Gwen and Miles. That was funny. That was really funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
the
just
whole-
love how cocky he was. He was like, I have great hair. Like, I'm perfect. I look good. I was like, you better go. Probably
So then that was the first time in that scene when it was in Moonbatten, right?
Moonbatten.
That we learned about destiny, about what was supposed to happen. Because
Canon
when
events.
Miles, yes, the canon events, right? Because Miles, he saved Pav's girlfriend's father. He was supposed to die saving
okay,
the
his name
child
was
on the
Singh.
bridge.
His name was Officer Singh or something like that.
Yeah, let me see. His name was
What was his girlfriend's
Captain,
name?
Captain
it was
Singh.
so.
His girlfriend name was Gayatri.
Gayatri.
Gayatri. Yeah. Yeah, so he saved Gayatri's father, Captain Singh, and Captain Singh was on a bridge and he was saving a little girl, and obviously Pav couldn't get to him because Pav was saving Gayatri from the bus falling off the bridge.
Oh yeah, Gayatri was on a bus. If that happened in hold on, not to cut you. That scene happened in another Spider-Man movie, did it not?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, there were kids on the bus. What Spider-Man was it? I remember kids on the bus, Spider-Man on a bridge, holding up the bus with a string of webs.
I think that was the original
and the
one.
Green Goblin was fucking around and being
That was
an
the
asshole.
original one. Yeah, that was the
That
original
wasn't
one.
number 2? That wasn't the second movie?
No,
That was
first one was the first one was Green Goblin. I might watch that tonight. We go watch the first one tonight. The first one was
Hold
fire.
on. But wait. But what scene? What movie is that scene from with the bus and the bridge? Do you remember?
That was the original.
That was the first movie, the very first one, Tobey Maguire.
Now I don't
Right.
know because the
I think it
Green
was the second
Goblin
one.
also was in Garfield one too. The Garfield Spider-Man.
Was he?
Yeah, because the Green Goblin, but he didn't.
No, he wasn't. Andrew.
But he didn't
Garfield's
do
in-
anything. Yeah, because that's how Andrew Garfield's Gwen Stacy died. Is because the Green Goblin
you're right,
came
you're
up and threw a bomb at her and she fell and snapped her neck.
Oh my God, that was visceral.
It was.
I remember in the
was.
theater, my jaw dropped. I said, and I thought she was gonna
yeah.
come back. No, she
No,
died.
there's no coming back from that. Like,
And then
That
the
was
next
it.
scene, you just see Peter Parker in a graveyard as the seasons change, just absolutely broken. I was like, I'm sad. I don't like this. But continue.
yeah. So yeah. The
You were saying, what were you saying?
he wasn't supposed to save Captain Singh.
He wasn't supposed to say Officer Singh. Captain Singh?
off Captain Singh. He's captain.
Sounds like cereal.
Right. So then, excuse me. So we forgot to talk about the Spider Society, right? But so Miguel and Jess, right? They run the Spider Society, and their mission is there are different Spider-Mans across all the dimensions, but the mission was to make sure that what's the name of the events?
Canon events. Canon events.
Yes, canon events, right? Their mission was to
occurring.
make sure that to stop the canon events from occurring, right? And that's a Marvel theme if you think about it, because in the Loki series, right, there's a secret society who comes up and makes sure that you don't deviate from your timeline or your destiny.
Yeah, I think anything. Continue. I'll talk about it later.
Right? But they said that basically the destiny of Peter Parker or Spider-Man
Was to lose
is
his
for-
uncle.
is to lose someone close to him, right? His uncle or someone, right? And also for a captain who he was close to pass away while trying to save a child, right? So as soon as he saved Captain Singh, there was essentially a time black hole that formed in Mumbattan, right? That they had to go and neutralize because that was the anomaly that kind of was breaking the whole timeline, the whole chain of events.
But my thing is, didn't Spider-Man already lose someone important to him? He lost Aaron. He lost Uncle Aaron.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So it was Uncle Aaron for Morales, right? For Stacy, it was Peter Parker, right? For the original Spider-Man, it was obviously Uncle Ben, right? So yeah, they all for the Amazing Spider-Man, it was Gwen Stacy, you know. So they all lost someone very important to them.
That's
but the
awful. I don't want to be Spider-Man.
yeah, for great power comes great responsibility, right? And you gotta
Amen.
lose somebody.
But my thing is, so he already lost someone. So why was it necessary for the Spot to kill his father? Why was that a canon event?
Well, they said the canon event was a captain close to you. So
Yes, he was the captain.
He was the captain. He got
Why
promoted
the
to
captain gotta be
captain.
your daddy?
Exactly. So
So-
he got promoted to be captain. And as soon as he
Okay,
got
so-
promoted
so-
to be captain, he had to die saving a child.
So because he saved Prav's captain, they need a new sacrifice of a captain from another Spider-Man.
Exactly. You're after. Well, no. After it says.
Because I'm
after,
like, why doesn't Provitar have to lose somebody? Because his captain was saved. So why doesn't?
Oh, that's what it is. That makes sense. So when he saved Pav's captain,
Okay.
right? It means that another captain had to be sacrificed in the place.
It's
to keep the
equivalent
balance.
exchange.
Equivalent exchange, exactly.
Oh man, you can't
Yes.
escape it. Even in a completely different show, you can't escape equivalent exchange. That's dark, yo. Let me not defend any captains. Fuck 12 anyway, but say nah.
You stupid.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay. Continue. I'm just letting you continue your thought process.
Yeah. So
You're
so
getting the
when
synopsis of the movie.
yeah. So then when that canon event happened, right, and Peter goes to the Spider headquarters, right, the dimensional Spider headquarters, and he sees all the other Spider-Man, which is actually dope in every dimension.
T-Rex
and every, like,
Spider-Man.
It's
I never knew
hilarious.
I needed.
T-Rex
I never knew I
Spider-Man.
needed.
It is hilarious.
It's so impractical. Why the fuck would Spider-Man be a Tyrannosaurus Rex? But I need it.
Yeah, how does a spider bite a dinosaur and to give the dinosaur spider powers? Isn't
Bit
it
a
like
dinosaur.
I just well, I don't understand, right?
A
Is
spider's been a
why
dinosaur. That's so stupid.
but then like why would the dinosaur wear a costume?
like what kind of society does he live in where a dinosaur needs to hide his identity?
And,
Y'all
like-
know I have a mask on, but I'm a whole dinosaur. You
I'm a
clearly say I'm
dinosaur.
a dinosaur.
I can see you. And
Oh, my
second,
God.
how does a spider make a dinosaur stronger? That's what I also don't understand. Like it
I
enhanced
need
the
it.
dinosaur's ability. So
It was perfect. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've seen all year. Like, I love it. I love it. Spider Cat, fantastic. Me and Milkshakes both enjoyed that. She got someone to look up to. Because, Simba, she's tired of that. She needs some new heroes in her life. Milkshakes
new
is my
heroes.
cat, by the way. Yeah.
But anyway, right? So when Miles learns about this timeline, right, and these canon events and these anomalies that basically affect the timeline, right, which is the problem with doing multiverse jumping, it's the problem with
Or
doing
time travel or
traveling,
anything like that,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it makes sense, right? You need a basic structure to keep the universe from collapsing into itself, right?
Have you ever seen the butterfly effect?
Exactly. That's essentially what it is. It's like the butterfly effect, like little things.
Oh, I was acting. I never seen that movie, but I feel like that's like the basis for so many of time travel, universe jumping sort of things.
Yeah, the concept of the butterfly effect is that one little event can cause a chain event that ultimately changes drastically, like overall. Like it just propagates and propagates and propagates. Right? They're like they say like how like a butterfly's wing, like flapping his wing can like affect like the weather in Asia or something like that. I don't know. But basically that's the concept of the butterfly effect. That's why they called it that, right? But anyway, right? So when Miles learned, right, that the only reason, and this is the trippy part for me, right? The only reason that he is Spider-Man is because a spider from another universe came because of Dr. On, the Spot, accidentally transported the spider to Miles Morales' universe and bit Miles, right? Because remember, Miles, before he got bit, Peter Parker was already there.
There was another people. Yeah, and he died.
Yeah, he had to die because there couldn't be two Spider-Mans in his universe.
I wonder
So-
why.
Because it's an anomaly, right? So Miles
Oh
Morales
yeah, yeah. 'cause
himself,
like he said, it's not that wasn't meant to happen.
yeah. So Miles Morales himself was the first anomaly, right? He was the first canon event. So because he was there and he was a new Spider-Man, that means Peter Parker also had to die, right? And that means the spider that got transferred, the radioactive spider that got transferred to his universe, that universe now doesn't have a Spider-Man, right? And the thing is, his friends, so Gwen,
Spot's universe doesn't have a Spider-Man.
Spot's universe does not have a Spider-Man, right?
Okay.
And Gwen, because Gwen and the old Peter B. Parker, right, the older guy in the first movie,
I love
They
him
both-
in Mayday. I
yeah,
love them.
they both the little baby. She was cute.
I love Mayday. She's so cute.
But they both knew that about Miles, and they knew why he couldn't join the society, because the society was built to stop him from breaking the universe. So Miles, when he realized that they knew about it, he felt betrayed, right? Because it's like, yo,
But okay, it was built to stop him from breaking the universe, meaning keeping him in check
yeah, essentially,
to make sure he doesn't create any more anomalies.
yes. So they obviously didn't know. Basically, they knew that he was the first anomaly, right? So one, they had to keep him in check. Two, after he saved Captain Singh, right? They knew that because of equivalent exchange, right, which is Full Metal Alchemist term, basically saying that when one thing, like even opposite reactions, right? When one thing happens, something else has to happen to keep balance, right? So when they knew when he saved Captain Singh, that someone else in someone else's universe also had to die.
I was about to say the whole. I was trying to say the whole equivalent exchange spill from Full Metal Alchemist, but it went out my head. So continue.
That's fine, right?
If you saw the Blake expression on my face.
That's fine. But anyway, right? It only made sense that Miles' captain had to die because Miles was the only captain that was still alive. Remember, they looked around the room, and all the other ones, their captains died, and they all like lost
Not
them.
Prav.
Well, not Pav, exactly. So because Pav didn't, that had to
Yeah.
happen to Miles. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when he
but
ran
my thing
away-
is, it would have happened to Miles anyway, wouldn't it?
It would have happened.
If that's
to
a canon
Miles.
event for all of them to lose an important officer. An important captain, I mean.
Yeah, and that's why I can see that point too. Either one, because he saved him, he had to lose his dad, or he was gonna lose his dad anyway because that's what happened to all Spider-Mans. I originally thought the latter, that they were all of them was gonna lose no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't think of the equivalent exchange until you said it just now.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm changing the theory. But anyway, Miles knew that his dad had to go, right? And all the Spider-Mans wanted him to hang out and that his dad will happens, right? And obviously Miles is not going to do that. He's like, yo, I control
That's
my
bullshit.
own destiny.
Fuck y'all. I'm
Yeah,
not staying
exactly. I'm
here.
not staying
Why am I
here.
letting my dad die?
Exactly.
No,
Like,
because my thing is about canon events. I believe destiny isn't predetermined. That's the nature of destiny. That anything you do can alter your destiny. So how can you say something is canon and something isn't?
that's the whole point, is that like you can't alter your destiny. What you're born to do is what you'll do.
I don't know. I don't think I believe that.
I don't believe it either.
Well, you're saying in this world, that those are their rules. Because I think when they said it's not a canon event, like that never should have happened. And I was like, so why did it happen? I feel like if it never should have happened, it wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's the whole thing about messing up timelines and going across dimensions, right? Is you can make an effect on something, but you were never supposed to be there.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying though. I'm like, I think everything that happens is supposed to happen. Even if it doesn't make sense, I think destiny, you can't surprise destiny in my mind.
And I guess that's the whole point. Is like it was supposed to happen within your governor universe, within like your universe is your boundary
Okay.
conditions. But when you
I
have
guess it's a
something
little
cross
different
that
where-
boundary, and now
Yeah.
something unnatural, like supernatural, that's essentially what it is. A supernatural occurrence comes and change it. Is equivalent to this is gonna be nerdy, right? But let's say I have
Don't you say no Star Wars references.
No, I wasn't gonna say no Star Wars
Okay.
references, right? This would be like a physics reference. Let's say that I have like 10 balls in my hand, equally weighted.
Whose
10
balls?
spherical objects in my hand,
All
equally
right.
weighted. Right. And let's say I drop all 10 of those objects, right?
Damn.
And they
You
fall.
could fit 10 balls in your big hands too.
Pause. And they fall, right? And
The balls dropped.
they You're not mature enough for this analogy.
I'm gonna let you finish, but that was wild.
But anyway, so they drop in the random order. They hit the ground at a random order. Okay, assuming that, yeah, they probably hit the ground at the same time. But anyway, they're like if they hit the ground at a random order, but let's say that you come in and you catch one out the sky and drop it later, right? That's equivalent to what, like, the order that they hit is randomness, but you coming in and changing that is now affecting the outcome. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, yeah. So that's what essentially that's the anomaly, right? Is something was naturally going to happen and going to occur? That's fine. That's just natural. But something
So he's
coming
messing
outside
with the natural order.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, exactly, the natural order. And because of that, it's going to cause another event that they have to figure out how to neutralize. And ironically, when they went and started neutralizing that event and Moonbatten, they didn't really show what they were doing. They kind of just showed up and just the four of them stood in the corner and did something and stopped it, right? I'm not sure how much.
When everything started turning that scary black.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was. I just assumed that was the Spot doing something he shouldn't be doing. Like just
no,
being
it was
evil.
it was a black hole because of what happened, the anomaly that happened, right? And I guess the Spot, the reason he was so dangerous is because he was able to jump through the multiverses at will and cause a countless number of anomalies and canon events just by messing with stuff. You know what I mean? And just causing these events, and that's why he's the biggest threat to the multiverse.
Yeah, and I think I completely agree with Miles. I would fight y'all too and get out of there.
I thought it was dope how he got away from everybody.
Everybody.
He was the best one.
And you know what I like? When he came back to his mom, and he said, "Mom, you were right. I did what you said." I'm like, what did he say? I think I wrote it down. He said, when he said, "Always protect that little boy in you," he's like, "I'm so strong. Like, I'm so strong, and now I'm not afraid of anything."
Yep.
And it's like, literally, you fought off all the universe's Spider-Man. And he came back with a newfound confidence. That was really nice to see. Like, it was just really nice to see. He was like, "I'm not afraid of anything. Like, you taught me how to handle a situation that you knew nothing about. And because of what you said to me, I'm not afraid of anything." And I went in there and I fought my ass off because of what you told me. And I was like, that's a mama. I was like, that's beautiful.
It was.
That's really beautiful. But yeah, that whole fighting sequence was just so. When they did the Spider-Man point again, when Miguel was like, "Get Spider-Man," I was like, this is never going to get old. Just because they did it in the last Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, and it was classic. This was amazing. I was like, I love it. Like
where? Which one?
That was fantastic. And I feel like just movies that are like, they know what it is. They know
what fans want to see. Yeah.
They know what they want to see. They have like their thumb on the pulse of fandom, so they understand. They know all the memes. They know all the like the theories, and like because they're fans themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it just shows through. Like it was honestly incredible. What do you think about Miguel? Because I'm like, I think it's kind of selfish for him to try and like tell Miles that he can't save his dad when he literally went into another universe to be someone else's wife and husband.
He did. He went to another universe and basically posed as their version of him, but it ended terribly. He was destroyed the whole universe because of it, the whole multiverse because of it. So I think his original actions was selfish, but I also think that as a hero, which all of them are, and they want to do what's best for society, you have to learn from your mistakes and make sure they don't happen again. You know,
is Jessica Drew's baby his?
I'm assuming so.
I didn't think about it. I was like, is that his baby?
I'm assuming because they rode in together and they fought
I don't know.
together.
I think they're just partners. But yeah, no. But I feel you. It's just like, you got a lot of nerve, Miguel. Like, I don't know. Like, I know you didn't know what was going to happen when you did those things.
Yeah.
But to tell this kid he has to sit and let his dad die, you really expect him to do that?
But I'm saying also the thing is too, right? Is that everyone else, all the other Spider-Mans, they had that loss. So it was like, I
But
get
they
it.
didn't know about it beforehand, I don't think.
No, they didn't, and they probably would have tried to prevent it too.
Yeah. But
know.
yo, I thought it was so funny when Miles goes back to what he believes to be his universe.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to his mom and he's like, I'm Spider-Man. And she's like, who?
Who?
At
KS
first
was
I thought-
Spider-Man.
I'm just like, she's a Puerto Rican mom. She don't care who that is.
Yo,
she got
I
bills to pay.
thought the same thing. I thought I did the same thing. I mean, I can imagine if Georgie went and told his mom, "Yo, I'm Spider-Man." She'd be like, "Hey, so Spider-Man. What's Spider-Man?" Like,
Right, like,
what?
What?
Like,
I don't care. Get out my face. I have stuff to do. Like, you playing too much.
You playing
like,
too
I have
much.
things to do.
I got bills
It
to
reminds me
pay.
of Everything Everywhere All at Once when they first took, what is her name? Evelyn. When Wayman first took Evelyn into the closet and pretty much told her, like, hey, everything's crazy now. She's just like, I don't have time for this. No, my laundromat is getting my dry cleaners.
He's getting
Laundromat?
audited.
Was it a laundromat?
It was a laundromat,
Whatever. My
yeah.
business is getting audited. Like, I don't have time for this. And I'm like, yeah, people of color don't got time for the nonsense.
Don't cut tie.
we don't have time. That's white people stuff. Y'all deal with y'all Dungeons and Dragons. We just try and live.
We just trying to
And,
live
like,
and pay these bills.
it's
Like-
so funny because I saw this meme. It was like, white people literally make up like Dungeons and Dragons and vampires and zombies because they don't have to go through what we go through in real life. So they've like, what if? They have to like plan, like struggle. So they come up with this crazy stuff. Like,
That's hilarious.
how'd you feel about the Donald Glover cameo?
I thought that was just random. I thought it was funny though.
But the thing is, it's not that random, though. Because if you can remember, years ago, before this movie was even in production, he's the one who brought up the concept of a black Spider-Man to, like, the mainstream.
How?
And for the longest time, I thought he was going to be casted as Miles
How?
Morales.
When you do that?
I forget. I just remember hearing about it forever ago. Like, I don't know if it was, like, one of his comedy skits he did or if he was just talking about it on the internet. I think he just said, why can't Spider-Man be black? And this is literally so long ago, like decades ago. So it makes sense for him to make a cameo in this movie.
Have DQ look it up. We can look at that.
Want
Because I'm
me to
interested.
ask him right now?
Yeah, ask him. I'm interested in that.
DQ, do you remember when Childish Gambino first said something about a black Spider-Man?
I don't remember, but I don't know if I was watching the video with you, but he did it in a skit.
He did it in a
He did
skit.
it in a skit.
You can
And
talk
then-
to the mic.
And then that's what started the idea.
He did it in a skit.
Yeah, he did it in the skit.
Okay, because I'm like, I heard about this forever ago. Then I forgot all about it. So seeing Donald Glover in this movie, I was like, oh, snaps. Yeah, I did think that he was going to be Miles for a while. So, yeah, I'm jumping around. But another thing I like in the movie is whenever they spoke Spanish, there was no subtitles.
Quick side note. I'm just telling you. He did it in the skit, and like in the skit, he like hopped out of the bed in like a Spider-Man uniform.
Okay.
And they used that same exact scene in the movie.
Oh, wow.
That's fire.
So
That's fire.
y'all end up seeing it. Y'all come across it.
Will this pick it up, what you said? This will pick up what you said?
No, but you can reiterate it.
Oh, no, say it. Okay, you can talk. You can talk.
Yeah, so in the Childish Gambino skit, he like stood up out of his bed in a Spider-Man uniform, and I forgot what part of the movie it was, but they just recreated the scene in the movie as well.
Wow. That's very
Award
hot.
from
That's-
our producer, guys.
Yes, that's very, very good attention to detail.
Yo, so I heard on the Read podcast, there was this 14-year-old kid who animated, he used Legos to make, like, what's it called, stop animation?
Yeah.
Using Legos. He recreated the Spider-Man trailer, the Across the Spider-Verse trailer using Legos.
Oh, wow.
And Marvel Studios thought it was so good, they hired him. He's 14 years old.
Wow.
And the Lego skit in the Spider-Man movie, he helped to animate.
Wow.
14 years old. I said, nigga.
That's crazy.
I'm still struggling with After Effects. And here you go. Maya got me in a chokehold. And here you go. Here you go. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but going back, but I liked how when they spoke Spanish, there were no subtitles. It's like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, too bad.
There was so many times I looked at Alina and Angeli was like, what they say? What they say?
Really?
And she told me. I was like, aha, that's funny.
I thought that was fire. I was like, I like that. And once again, it's that authenticity. Like I said, even with Hobby. Like, I don't know what he was saying sometimes because his London accent was so thick. I just heard him say mandem. I was like, oh, he talking that shit. He talking that. And I watched the interview with Daniel Kaluuya, and he was like, the directors told him, yeah, just talk how you want. He was like, really? Like, literally talk like me because y'all not going to know what I'm saying. They're like, yeah, do that. He's like, all right. And he just did it. He just did it.
He's from the UK?
Like,
Daniel Kaluuya, he's from the UK.
Have you never seen his interviews? The dude is British as hell.
No, I've never seen him talk.
He's British.
I never saw him talk outside
Really?
of movies.
Ah, yeah, I guess in all his movie he is American. Yeah, that nigga is. Oh, you didn't see that? There's a Black Mirror episode with him on it, and that's when he's full. Yeah,
That's when he's full of talk. Okay. I knew Idris Elba was.
I didn't know that till I was grown. I was like, this man is British.
Yeah.
What? This is a Black American
This is Daddy's
father,
little
and,
girl, like, for real.
Yeah, like he's a whole American gangster. And the Takers, how are you British, son?
You British.
Speaking of which, cast him as James Bond already. Retired.
Yeah. No.
He's sexy enough. He's cool enough. Cast him.
Yeah, I agree.
I know you agree.
So anyway,
Because he's undeniable.
So when he was talking to his mom, and then he started glitching.
Rio.
Yeah, he was talking to Rio, and he started glitching, and I was like, "Oh snaps, he's not in his world." He's like, "I'm not in my universe."
That was scary. That was like, oh yeah, it was harrowing. I did feel the same way because I even when she said I don't know who Spider-Man is, I laughed. I was like, that's typical.
Exactly.
But like, it's like, oh, so now he's in Spot's universe.
He's in Spot's universe, and and his uncle walks in, and he is freaking out. He's like, "This nigga's supposed to be dead," and then his uncle sees something's off, and then he's like, "You undid your braids? You don't got your braids anymore?" He's like, "I know, I changed."
And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
Of that comment. I just thought, okay, who maybe this universe. I don't know, but yeah, that was pretty deep because I'm like, imagining someone you've been grieving over for months, and you feel responsible for their death.
No, you're
and
right.
You just walk through the door.
So
Yeah.
when in his universe, remember they saw the moral instead of his uncle, it was of his dad.
It was his dad.
So you're right. The captain was supposed to die regardless.
Oh, that's a conclusion you're making.
Yeah, I'm assuming. What were you thinking? That the dad swapped out with the uncle?
I ain't know what the fuck I was thinking, Jay. I ain't know. I just said what I could barely hear. I wasn't putting the pieces together.
I could barely
like that.
Could barely hear. Like,
I was just looking at the visuals, like, oh, this looked crazy. Like I was mesmerized.
No, what I assumed was the reason why. His uncle. What's his uncle's name?
Aaron.
The reason why his uncle Aaron died is obviously because he was the Prowler, and
He was a prowler.
And Miles stopped him from doing whatever he did, and he died
From prowling.
Right. But I guess in this universe, Miles was the Prowler.
Miles was, I thought that was so cool. I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, this Miles kind of fire. Like, I like that. You kind of like a little hood rat.
Exactly.
Like, just robbing people. This real Brooklyn. You and your uncle, what's they call that? Snatch and grab? What they call that, DQ?
Snatch and grab.
Where they smash and grab? Like, where they go to the jewelry store and just start smashing stuff and stealing stuff?
You asking what's the name for it?
Yeah. I think it's like a smash and grab. Yeah, smash and grabbing, just doing
Breaking
nigga.
and entering, B&Es.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, B&Es.
No, but what the streets call it, they call it like,
They call it flocking?
Flocking.
I don't think so. Like, I don't know. I'm not hip. I'm thinking about like specifically when they go to the jewelry store and they break all.
I think that's
the
a
little
smash and
jewelry
grab.
things, they
I
take
just thought that was
everything.
called smash and grab.
Yeah, I think it's called
Huh?
smash and
I
grab
thought that was
too.
just called smash and grab.
Oh, I didn't know if it was something. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
smash
yeah,
and grab.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was crazy because now I'm like, crap. If the Spider-Man didn't come into Miles' real time zone, would he have?
Hold on. If the Spider-Man,
If
if the spider,
If the spider.
didn't come into Miles Morales' Brooklyn 116. What was it?
1610,
1610. Okay.
would Miles have been evil, or he have been a nobody?
Oh, my nigga. That might have been. He probably didn't have any moral compass. Cause yeah, I can see that. If he never became Spider-Man, then he James, you blew my mind, nigga. Literally, that's what would have happened if that non-canon event, if the anomaly of the spider never came into Miles's world. That's what had happened because he never would have had the means to really stand up against the Prowler.
The
His
problem.
father probably would have died from crime going on because he has no one to help him fight crime,
Yep.
and he would have been a hood rat.
Yep, he would have been who? He would have been running the streets with his
He would
uncle.
have been for the streets.
For the
Yeah,
streets with his
yo,
uncle.
I want to see that movie though.
With the alternate reality.
I guess that's the second movie. Oh man, we getting boys in the hood right now. We getting juice.
Getting
That's
juice.
crazy.
I got the juice now.
Nah, that's fire. You thought of that. Good job. You slept well last night, didn't you?
I did.
You had a good rest. Your mind is. I'm just here. I don't know what the hell's happening, but you put it together. Yeah. Okay. All right. So do you think that justifies, though, the potential, the assumed catastrophe that's going to happen if Miles saves his father? How do I put this? How do I put it in a way that makes sense?
Yeah. Try that.
He's saying that. Shut up. He's saying that Miguel is saying you should have never been Spider-Man.
You should have never existed. Yes.
Look at what's happening because of you. We literally formed to clean up your messes, and now you're about to do something else to save someone, and selfishly possibly destroy us all.
Yes.
But do you think the outcome of Miles being for the streets and being the Prowler with his uncle and more people dying, including his father, because there's no Spider-Man on the streets to help the police fight crime, do you think it equals out? Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're trying to say if Miles never became Spider-Man and he turned evil as the Prowler, was that damage he caused as the Prowler less than the damage than he caused
That could happen if he saved his father.
saved his father? And the answer
As
is
Spider-Man.
no. In theory, if he goes and saves his father and starts another canon event, he can destroy everything in all existence. So no, it's not even.
So I forget what happens in Miguel's universe. Everything just disappears. Oh, I remember his kid got. They went to where Thanos sent them niggas. That's what happened.
The afterlife? The afterlife?
No. Remember when Miguel he entered the other Miguel's universe, and then it was a non-canon event, so everything was disrupted, and he was running with this little soccer kid in his arms, and she's like evaporated like a Thanos snap.
I do remember that.
That's what happened. Okay, because I couldn't remember why he thinks this is going to happen, but yeah,
Because it happened to him, like you said.
it happened to him. But I'm like, the circumstances could be different. I think he's being.
Well,
I think
well,
he's
most
kinda jumping
likely,
the broom here.
most likely, still, since this is Marvel and they're all linked together, right? In the Loki series, when an anomaly happens, right, they basically reset everything, and everything that happens because of that anomaly is reset to kind of.
How do they reset it? They use magic.
They drop like a magical bomb essentially that goes and wipes out everything and resets it back to in its place before the anomaly happened. So in that case, what happened to Miguel is most likely they deviated too much from the timeline. It reset everything, and it wiped and basically undid everything that that shouldn't have happened, right?
What if that's how the universe came into existence? The universe as we know it currently. There was a never universe. Someone screwed up. It reset everything, and now things are like this, where we have to work.
I don't know, but that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that reminds me of the chai tea moment. I'm just jumping around. Is when Miles is like, "Why do you say ATM machine?"
Oh yeah.
The M is for
Old
machine.
people be always saying that. Oh, go to the ATM machine.
Old people say Mac machine.
Oh, you're right. They do say Mac machine.
Got the Mac machine. I don't know what Mac stands for. I know ATM is automated teller.
I think Mac was like Visa back in the day.
They don't got Mac no more? Now it's a computer.
Not Mac's the computer, yeah.
All right, but anyway, guys, listen. This movie, like I said, was one of the most creative things I have ever seen. What would you rate this movie? Because I give it an extra large bag of popcorn, maybe even 2. Watch that, John. Right now. What are you waiting for?
Exactly. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
I do.
What to recap? What do you think this movie did the best? Like, what do you think this movie did extremely well?
One, I wasn't expecting a cliffhanger at all.
I wasn't expecting the part 2 either.
Yeah, and so a few things I want to touch on is one, after the movie, my jaw was dropped. I was just like, the whole time, right? My jaw was dropped. I'm like, yo, what's about to happen? How is he about to fight himself and then get back to his original universe and then save his dad at the same time with also avoiding the hundreds of thousands of Spider-Man that's also trying to catch him.
Yeah.
But then
Spider-Man got to remember what Real told him.
Huh?
I said Spider-Man got to remember what his mama told him.
Yeah, exactly, right? To protect that little boy. But also,
I'm not afraid of anything.
But also, what after the movie ended, right? We were talking to, once again, one of the workers in a movie theater.
Y'all just having conversations.
Well, he was just giving knowledge. He was like, apparently it took 3 years to make Daniel Kaluuya's character, Hobby.
Yeah, yo, I forgot to talk about him real quick. I love how the fact animation was always changing.
Yes.
Sometimes he looked like paper mache. Other times he looked like something 3D. That was so fire. Mm-hmm. He's my favorite Spider-Man. Like, that was so fire.
Yeah, it took 3 years to animate that. Second,
3 years.
The guy said that this arc, right, the end of the movie, probably would have been about another half an hour, right, if it would have ended normally doing this movie. But he said now we get a whole 2-hour movie to kind of finish it up, and it's not going to be done until like 2025. So it's going to be a long time before that next generation movie come out.
You know what? Let me not even pout because if y'all put in work, like I said, the first movie I like, this movie I adore. So take your time and take my money.
Take the time
and get it right, because I was blown away.
Yeah, and then there was one other point I was trying to make. I forget. Oh, I also asked the movie attendant, right? And maybe you and I can try to figure it out. I heard that there were differences across, depending on what your theater you went to for this movie.
Holy smokes, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I heard that depending on what theater you went to, there were slight differences. And I asked the movie attendant, and he confirmed. He was like, yo, he knows he has a friend who watched the movie, and like a little of the dialogues were different, right? And I don't know how maybe you can Google it. Maybe you can look up to see what the subtle differences are.
Yeah, because I don't really know how to confirm that.
Yeah,
if we don't know if we can't really say what those differences are and then compare them.
Yeah, because I don't remember. I obviously don't remember the movie line by line to kind of go through like, oh yeah, no, they didn't say that in my movie.
Okay, when Daniel Kaluuya said jumper in my movie, did he say sweater in your movie?
I have no idea. I don't remember him saying either one.
I'm kidding. I just hate how London people call freaking sweaters jumpers.
Jumpers, that's funny.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But Yeah, I never heard about that, but I wouldn't be surprised. The attention to detail in this movie is literally phenomenal and just kind of obsessive in a great way.
It is. It is. It really was. I was, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I just wish the audio was better.
Yeah.
That's it.
It just sounded a little muffled. I was
Mhm.
like, I don't know what is being said. I got used to it,
Yeah, you do get used
but
to
the
it.
first like 10 minutes, I was like, huh. I was like, huh.
I was
don't
looking
know
at
what's
I was
happening.
looking at Lane. I'm like, yo, why don't they turn the speakers up? Like, don't they know? Like,
I thought there was something wrong with my theater too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the difference. Maybe depending on what theater you go to, it sounds better. Maybe that
certain
was
theaters
it.
have like gunshots in the background, the whole time or so. Or no, there's just theaters in the
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, man. But all right, guys, thank you so much for listening as always. The next movie we're going to review, you're not going to like it.
Barbie.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew we
I
could
bought my
agree.
movie ticket.
You already bought
You're
it?
going to have a good time. Yeah. I bought the pre-screen ticket.
Oh wow! When's that?
I don't remember, but it's I think it's the 20th of this month. I think that's when I'm going to see it.
Mm.
So I'm going to get something pink. Maybe like some pink, I don't know, like a blazer or something. But yeah, we're doing Barbie next. So if you love Barbie, and even if you're like a Bratz girl, like a Winx girl, still tune in because it's going to be fun. I love Margot Robbie. She can do no wrong in my eyes. So I'm very excited for that.
That's awesome. No, it seems like a really fun movie.
Yeah, it seems satirical, and I think we need to talk about something other than violence.
No,
For
that's
a little
true.
bit. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Hold up.
Oh, all right. Hold up. Wait a minute.
I found
Y'all thought
I
was
found the
finished?
differences. Apparently, there's
Okay.
11 differences.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Oh.
So apparently, they said in one of the Spider-Man versions, Gwen Stacy makes fun of Michael O'Hara. Miguel, I'm sorry,
Okay.
Miguel. At the beginning
Miguel.
of the film, she tries to guess what superhero name it is. She acts as if he's the Blue Panther. And he says that's funny. Right? And it says this particular change doesn't happen in audio version of the movie. So that didn't happen. Okay, I don't remember that. Another difference. There's just random stuff. Like, let's see.
Well, yeah, it can't be nothing that really affects the plot too much. Come on, read it off. What else?
Okay, it says the build up to the scene in Gwen Stacy across the Spider-Verse, where the police orders Spider-Man 2099 to surrender at the beginning of the film.
That's Miguel.
To surrender at the beginning of the film plays out differently in these two versions of the movie. In one of them, audience see Miguel taking the vulture to the top roof and threatening to bite him with his fangs. In the other version, this moment does not happen, and the police helicopters appears right away.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I would like to see some different. Yeah, I didn't imagine it to be like something that, that's probably little differences here or there. Did you have the little fact sheets, the little facts, like bubbles pop up throughout the movie?
Fact bubbles.
They look like comic dialogue.
I do remember
bubbles.
seeing one.
And they'll like if there are a bunch of them. I didn't have enough time to read them, but I did appreciate that. They'll just like show up every now and again throughout. So you did have those. Okay, cool.
No, there's a lot of differences in here. Oh, this one is important, right? Miles Morales dialogue in a chai tea sequence. So it says when Miles Morales first enters Path Universe, Spider-Man India calls out Miles for saying chai tea, which would be the same as saying TT. Miles embarrassingly apologizes, yet when he says what he says in each version is different. In one of them, Miles simply says no, when Pav asks if he's saying things like coffee. In the other version, Miles instead says that he's sorry a couple times. Just like random stuff that I guess
little things.
I guess they're like, screw it, we just gotta show it in parallel You know what I mean? Just like minor
Yeah.
differences.
Yo, it makes sense because it's different universes. So why would he, if they're going through this merger universe thing, they see the theaters as different universes that you're watching it. So he may not say the same thing in your theater.
Exactly. And the thing is too, right?
That's so fire.
They're probably gonna have it merge, right? I'm imagining the final one would probably like, and this is just
A merge between all the. I get what.
yes,
Keep going.
this is
I get
just
your
my
drift.
random theory, right? But I can
Yeah.
imagine like if the final movie merges what could have happened, what reality would have happened, and it even like shows the differences all within that movie. You know what I mean? Just slightly different or whatever, and then kind of coming together. I could have just dude, they basically set the movie up like really dope.
They ate.
They did.
No crumbs. Like they killed it. They killed it. Like you could tell a movie is dedicated when they put little details in there that you would not even notice, but they notice and they love it so much that they're going to do it because why not?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just subtle differences.
Man.
You know what I mean? Them just like saying some words, not some words, just really subtle dialogue differences that you
Yeah,
wouldn't notice.
yeah.
But, and I guess that's the whole point, is that like across the multiverse, it's all around the same path, right? You're all kind of going to the same place. But when something drastically changes, it's drastically different. That's when an anomaly happens, when the
Yeah.
canon event happens.
I wonder. It'll be cool. Well, maybe that's a little too predictable. But I was like, what if the second part is like a choose your own adventure, like Bandersnatch from Black Mirror?
Ooh. I don't know how to do that in
I
movie
think
theater.
that might. Yeah, I don't know how to do it in a movie theater either. Maybe. Nah, I don't know. But all right, y'all. I'm tired. Are you tired?
Nope, I'm good. But thanks for listening to the Watch That Joan podcast.
All right. That's me saying let's wrap this thing up. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening, y'all.
Huh?
Uh,
Oh, you did. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Large bag of popcorn once again.
absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.